Fracture is a visualization consultancy, and what that really means is that we use interactive technologies to bring data to life and then try and bring that data back into the real world. The world has got a huge amount of data in it these days. We're brimming over with it, and a lot of industries find that a challenge because you need to make data understandable, relate it to people, and relate it to the world that it comes from. So we think there's a lot of opportunities to use technologies from video games and movie production to achieve that. So the air transport industry is a great example of an industry that has a huge amount of data that is highly complex, real-time, real-world, and is critical as well. This information is really, really important that we understand it and act on it quickly. So we think there's a lot of opportunity to use the latest interactive technologies to empower people that work in the air transport industry to do that. So we work with SITA Labs to take their SITA Control Bridge product, which is designed for real-time airport command and control, and reimagine it for a mixed reality interface. So that means you can take the existing data of Control Bridge, which is very rich, very real-time, and then use the strengths of mixed reality interfaces to visualize that in real time and in the real world. Mixed reality is a really, really new field. It's only just emerging. You have a lot of different realities in tech at the moment. You have virtual reality, you have augmented reality. Mixed reality is really the end game of all of those. It's the ability to still be in the real world, just as you are, and then augment that world arbitrarily with digital information and objects. So because it's a very new industry, because it's a very new sector, you have only a very small number of products which can really do it at the moment. So the main one that we work with is the Microsoft HaloLens, and that's a device which is very early stage but very powerful. Coming down the line, there's a huge slew of new devices coming from companies like Magic Leap, Google, Apple, that are really going to push the boundaries of what these devices can do. So the Microsoft HoloLens is a mixed reality device. That means it uses advanced optical technology along with machine learning algorithms to understand the world around it using sensors. And then the optical technology allows you to add digital objects into your view. So those might be flat 2D panels to give you a sort of heads-up display of data in the real world, or they might be fully 3D physical holograms that you can sit on a table, sit on the floor in front of you. Now that has application for lots and lots of different areas. You could use it for design review, you could use it for collaboration. We've used it in this instance in the airline industry for high fidelity data in real time and in the real world. So one of the things that I think is the case in lots of contexts these days is that data is being produced and consumed in the world around us, but we can't really see it. Think about Wi-Fi signals, think about Internet of Things, think about the phone in your pocket. There's a lot of meaningful stuff that's happening in the world which is completely invisible. And I think mixed reality devices are a great opportunity to help us see that data more and help us see what's really going on. One of the big themes of mixed reality is going to be the road from where we are now to consumer adoption. And you saw exactly the same thing with mobile technology. So it's a long old road. You start out with devices which really maybe aren't ready for market yet, and then you end up with ubiquitous devices and everyone's using them and everyone's used to them. So along that road, you first start out with, is this the right technology for my company right now? Is it mature enough yet? Later on, you have people asking, well, the technology's here, but how do we use it correctly? And then eventually you have a situation where employees are coming in expecting these to be their standard computing devices, and then businesses need to catch up to deliver that experience. I think the right approach is exactly the one that SITA's taken, for example. Use your innovation department, use SITA Labs to start trying to understand what those solutions might look like as early as you can, so that you're one step ahead when the rest of the world starts waking up to the challenge.